JCotto. There comes a time in everyone's life when you just have to look at yourself in the mirror and really ask yourself, why is my life so messed up? See, I can tell that you're just a bitter person. You see, I didn't just decide to call you a portacoon out of nowhere. You see, you fail to accept that you disrespected me, and you even brought my family into this. Yeah, you said bring your mom too. And then you play the victim on your channel saying I'm racist? Okay, now let me explain why I called you a portacoon, which you probably already know this, but this is basically for, you know, people wondering why I called you that because, you're trying to say that I'm a racist. So let me just clarify that this is between me and Cotto, so it has nothing to do with Aztec or Zapata or anybody else for that matter. It's between me and Cotto. So basically, I'm telling you, Cotto, be a man that stands on his own 2 feet and leave everybody else out of this because you keep wanting to bring other people into this, but they have nothing to do with this. It's just me and you. I mean, the beef was basically out of a disagreement between, Canelo and Triple G thing. So I called you a portacoon because, for one, you have an obvious hard on for black people, despite the fact that Stevie Wonder could see that you're blacker than basically half of the LDBC. And no offense to the LDBC, you guys are pretty cool, And I bet you if Angel Garcia was there, he'd probably call you nappy something, And not trying to be racist there, but just saying. I mean, anybody could tell. Now you claim that you're Cherokee Indian, knowing damn well, that's the biggest cliche everybody hears daily in America. I hear that all the time, you know. But if you really want to prove your heritage, your pedigree basically, I mean, you're welcome to share your enhanced global ID. But I'm sure that ain't gonna happen, and you ain't got that on hand, unless you want to show us. So let's go to the Puerto Rican part. Why do you? One question I got for you. I mean, why do you insist on calling yourself JCotto? And if in fact that might be a Native American last name, because you do claim you're Puerto Rican, so most people just assume that it's the Puerto Rican last name. I mean, why is it that even when you talk about Miguel Cotto, you call him Miguel Cotto? I mean, it might seem kind of minor to people, but to us, Hispanics, that's a big thing when a guy tries to pronounce stuff like purposely. Another example is another example that sounds pretty lame to me is I remember you talking about Luis Ortiz's his blood pressure medication, and everybody, even everybody knows that the way you pronounce Ortiz is Ortiz. In Spanish is Ortiz. Everybody knows that. Why is it that you pronounce it Ortiz? I mean, again, this might seem like a small detail to most of you guys that don't know Spanish, but to us Hispanics, it's a big deal, because we got a lot of people that are always trying to hide their heritage, and whether it's somebody trying to claim they're from Spain or something like that, which most of the time that's not true. You know what I mean? You were born somewhere else. You're not from Spain. I mean, Cotto, are you some kind of double kid? I mean, you got like different personalities or something? Why is it that you talk that way? I mean, basically, any way you look at it. I mean, I got other stuff, but any way you look at it, I mean, I consider you like a fake ass fraud, and the main thing to hate about the situation is that you're ashamed of your African roots. And, that to me, it's really fucked up because, I mean, anybody would be lucky to have African in them, but you're over here neglecting the fact that you're black, trying to say that you're Puerto Rican and Cherokee, which, I mean, you got to know that just sounds stupid to anybody that knows you. I mean, other people that might like you, or I don't know, they probably just don't care. But, and I'm not going to sit here and try to call you a bitch or a faggot. What I'll do is I'm just going to sit back, dude. You know, because the more you talk, you expose your own damn self. I mean, you've had beefs with everybody basically, and you know that's not gonna stop anytime soon because just the nature of the way you are. Uh, you didn't. You admitted yesterday that your dad didn't raise you, and you know it doesn't take a genius to see that because, you know, it's obvious that nobody was there to teach you how to talk, teach you how to be a man, teach you how to solve disagreements, how to conduct yourself. I mean, anyways, I got a lot of other shit, but you know, you're really not worth the time. And I know I already flip flopped once on what I said yesterday. I said I wasn't even going to respond to you, but seriously, man, you wanted to have a debate yesterday, but you didn't give me a link, and then you're not responding to what I'm saying, and you're not giving me the time, and then you put me on timeout. And how's that a debate, man? I mean, if you really want to have a debate with somebody, throw a link down and let them defend themselves. And cut all the little name calling aside and, you know, disrespect and all that, because, you know, this from the beginning, this could have started as just, you know, I was trying to tell you that you flip flopped on what you had said about Canelo, and then you moved the goalpost once he beat him the first time, and then you did that shit a second time, and then here we go with the b-ball shit. You're trying to do the whole same move again, and then you're gonna do it again. Right now you're saying that you'll accept that you don't care if b-ball is all dehydrated. You're accepting that. I mean, you're basically setting it down for Canelo to say, okay, I'll fight you b-ball 168, but there's gonna be a 10-pound rehydration clause, just like on Rocky Fielding. And here we go again. If that happens, you're going to start bitching when we have you right here saying that you don't mind that. You've already accepted that you wouldn't mind that. And then you know what's going to happen when Canelo beats him down. I mean, or when he wins a decision. I mean, then you're going to say that was robbery, it was BS, shit like that. And again, here we go. We're just going to continue. The cycle goes over and over with you, man. You're just the type of person that's, you know, you're just very, very bitter person that you're always going to find somebody to blame. Like, you know. And then, you know, the funny thing is, yesterday you tried to call me a social justice warrior. I mean, what the heck is up with that? I mean, are social justice warriors, do they call people portacoons? And, you know, again, I want to apologize to anybody that's offended by that, but I meant this strictly only for JCotto. All right. Anyways, regardless of everything else, everybody have a blessed day, including you, JCotto.